Welcome back, everybody, to draw number 2 at the Everest Canadian Curling Championships in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. We're excited to bring you Game 2 live action, games between Randy Bryden from Saskatchewan and from PEI Philip Gorview. I think we got two great teams here. I think both these teams are going to be challenging at the end of the week for the championship here. Philip's team is obviously, they've been here before. They got a lot of experience. And I think they're looking to do better than their past record in the past. But Saskatchewan team skipped by Randy Bryden. This is their first year playing as seniors, and I expect this team to be very, very close to the end of the year. So we're going to see how they come out here. If they're going to be nervous, are they going to be excited, are they going to be pumped, are they going to play this game clean, or so we'll see if nerves take place in this game for us. But I expect this to be a very, very interesting game. Along with that game, we got 4 other sheets going on: 4 men's teams and 1 or 3 women's teams, and 2 men's team also going on at the same time. So I'm going to update you on that action as need be. But we're waiting on the teams now. They just finished the draw to the button for Last Rock. And we'll be getting the we're getting the draw to the button here shortly. Stu Brown is just introducing the teams to the fans on the ice as we speak right now. So we're going to be ready to go for some live action in about 30 seconds here. So bear with me here, and hopefully we'll be able to give you a very, very good game here. Just to update you on the other teams going on right now. Yukon is playing Nova Scotia in the women's side. Quebec men's team, which is a very, very strong team, is playing, it looks like the Territories, or Nunavut Territories, Yukon. And in the women's action, we got BC Women's playing Yukon Territories also. And another great game is going to be on Sheet E between Alberta. They're a first-time team here. I know they knocked off the defending champions, Wade White, and they're going to be playing New Brunswick, which is another very, very strong team. So these first games mean a lot here. Like I think I talked earlier with Al Hackner here. All these games mean a lot. Even though it's the first game, you don't want to lose too many games. You don't want to get behind too much. A shot here. You want to win the first game, not lose 2 or 3. You lose 2 or 3, you might be out of it before too long. So we'll see what happens here. And these are, like I said, these are very important games, and we're going to see what transpires in the next 2 hours here. Ice conditions, fantastic. You know what? Absolutely fantastic. The ice maker's done a wonderful job here. It's curling 5 feet. It's curling at least 5 feet from the outside to the button. You up your weight a little bit on the wings, and it tends to run a little straighter. So we'll see how quick some of these teams pick that up. Also, I think that's part of the problem last draw is that I don't think the teams picked it up quickly. That if you up your weight, it runs a little straighter. So we'll see if these teams here will be able to pick that up a little quicker than the last ones. But like I said, I'm expecting a great draw here. So we'll see what happens. And I see that I believe Saskatchewan has won the Last Rock draw to the button, so they will be throwing last, and PEI will be throwing their Red Rocks, along with Saskatchewan throwing their yellow. So we're ready to go here. Just waiting for the teams to get in position here to deliver the first rock. Team PEI, like I said earlier, has been here a bunch. Mike Dillon is the lead. Sean Ledgerwood is the second. Kevin Champion, who's been here as long as I can remember, playing third. And Philip Gorview is the skip. Playing lead for Saskatchewan is Chris Semenchuk. Russ Bryden is the second. Troy Robinson is the third. And at skip, the very experienced Randy Bryden. So we're just waiting for the signal for them to deliver the first rock.
No red rocks, one. All yellow. All today? Yeah. That's probably good.
Skips are getting to know each other a little bit.
Well, I think there's advantage of going second, eh?
So it'll be interesting to see what type of game or strategy these skips play. Like, are they going to be aggressive right from the beginning, or are they going to be a little cautious? And here Philip is calling for a, I'm not sure what, if he wants this in the house. They're sweeping like they want a guard here, so which is pretty aggressive call. I love this call, actually. You know, you're playing in a Canadian Championship, first game in the round robin, and he's not worried about anything. Let's get right at it right now. So Randy Bryden's going to throw the intern come around here.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Sweepers are on it.
Line's good. Room.
See how much swing there is, if there's as much as there was earlier today.
No, whoa. Just at the end. That's good. That's good.
That's a great shot for the first shot of the Canadian Championship. You see there's a lot of movement on that rock, so he's got to be happy with that.
Easy, guys. Wait only. Yep, go. Yep.
Trying to freeze down to it.
Gotta go hard. Yeah, it's dying. Hard. Hard.
Just a little bit, saying they lost the handle there a little bit, but probably a little bit, could have went on that a little bit earlier. A little communication between the sweepers and the skip normally goes a long way. I think they got to watch that a little bit, but now Brandy is just splitting the house here.
Line's good. Right here's good.
Chris Semenchuk, he's mentioned earlier that he's the only person on the team that has not been to a national championship of any kind. So this is probably quite the thrill for him. That's a great start for him. He comes out, made both shots, and he's ready to go. It's a little bit of a defensive shot here by Philip. Hitting second stone at the back of the house.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Little bit, Mike. Little bit. The throw, Sean. Nice.
Yeah. A little straighter, so I'm sure Randy will play the same type of shot he just threw. Split the house. This is Russ Bryden now throwing.
Line's good. There it goes.
Russ and Randy are obviously brothers. You know, they had a father that was a great curler, Gary Bryden. I played against him, kind of dating myself a little bit, but he was a very, very exceptional curler out of Saskatchewan. And there's a perfect shot by Russ to start off his Canadian Championship.
Whoa. Clean, Mike. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Sean. Shot.
Hit and rolled out again. Randy asking Russ to do the exact same shot here.
Line's the same. Look. Yeah, I guess right here. Oh.
Two absolutely perfect shots to start this championship, and as a skip, you got to just love that stuff. Your players that can't come to play here, and you put them in the right spot, the exact spot where you want them. Can't ask for nothing more. So Philip is actually calling for the hit here again. You know, I think that it's a little cautious here because the way it's going, he's going to give up two. you know, if everybody makes their shots from here on in, it's a little bit cautious. I don't think Randy, that one's in the house. I don't think Randy will hit that one. He'll probably freeze to it or put it in the same, there we go, same spot. It's kind of in control right now, or Phillips allowing him to be in control of this end. See if Troy has got the deadly weight that Russ just provided 2 shots earlier.
Line's good. Line's good. Yeah, you gotta go here. Here. Yeah.
Top 12. Oh, top 12 right now. Whoa. Top 8. You're ready, man.
It's a little shorter than they wanted to go. They can sweep as deep as possible.
Good throw.
Pretty good. Trying the hit and roll. Just over curled a little bit, but that was a good try though.
All right, Kevin, good shot. Good shot. Hey, still there. Good shot.
Same thing. This is the 4th time he's tried this shot, and I fully expect him to make this.
Those two right there on the line fell. I don't know if it fell. It just cracked right out there.
Line's good. Line's better.
I couldn't get into that.
Line's better.
Just cleaning it.
Right beside it here, Russ. Right beside it.
This is where the team has the opportunity to, when they throw the same shot twice, they can see if the rocks are matched, or if there's something that they don't like, they can kind of take it upon themselves to either change a rock or say, you know, that one's a little heavier, that one's a little lighter, but he put it in the exact same spot, so probably for the rest of the game he's going to love those 2 rocks that he's been throwing. So now we got Phillip throwing first skip rocks here. He's I think he's just hoping to hit and stick here and make Randy roll out or something. You know, he's got to force the issue here a little bit, because right now Randy's got a 2-ender set up pretty simple right now without much trouble. Pretty good shot. Now it's going to be interesting what Randy calls here. He's just actually calling to the outside. He could be very aggressive and try to roll to the inside here. You know,
Let's go here normal.
it looks like he's just playing hit and roll to the outside. If you want to be aggressive and take a chance, I mean, it is the first end here. Nothing bad can really happen. I mean, if he doesn't quite make it, and Phillip comes down and makes a good shot, and even if he steals one, it's not that bad. But he's got a chance here to really open it up and have a chance for like 3. I mean, 2's pretty good, but 3's better. But I think he's elected to try to hit and roll to the outside here. A lot of weight. He can roll wide here. I don't think the sweepers have backed off. I don't think they like it. Yeah, that's a huge break for PEI. An absolute huge break. See, now if PEI takes the opportunity, they can just guard it, or they can, you know, he's calling one short. I don't know what good that does at the top of the house there. But if he comes right in there and almost freezes to his own, golly, he's in a good situation for a multi-steal here. It's amazing how it changes over just one shot. I think Randy just overthrew that one a little bit.
Top 4 being perfect.
Yeah, you heard him call it there, top 4.
Easy. Yep. Chat, gotta go. Yeah, gotta go hard. Easy, easy.
Sweeping hard.
Weight only, guys.
Line looks
No,
really good.
Never.
Just all depends on the weight here.
Never. No, now.
Playing the guards that way with the right total.
That is an absolute perfect shot. You couldn't ask for anything more. I don't know how Randy steals here. He's got to run the guard back, but even then, he can't make the raise double. He's almost got to draw the side of the button to stop him from getting 2 or 1 here. Like, this is a very, very difficult shot. This is not the shot that he envisioned about a minute and a half ago. It's crazy, but that is an unbelievable shot by Philip to put the pressure on him here in the very first end.
Hot in here, eh? No shirts. T-shirts, nothing.
I'm not even sure he can get shot rock here.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
It's coming in, it looks a little heavy. Yeah, a little heavy. That'll be a steal of 2. Absolutely out of nowhere. I'm not saying PI didn't deserve that, but I'm saying they didn't deserve that too. It's crazy, and you know, Saskatchewan played an absolute perfect end, other than the one miss or a first miss by Randy Bryden, his first rock in the first end, and we'll be right back.
The Curling Cares calendar is back for 2023. 25 curling athletes from 7 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
Hi, I'm back to the second end here after a stunning first end where Prince Edward Island stole 2 against Saskatchewan. We're back for the second end at the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championship in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Saskatchewan will have last rock. We've got 4 other games here. Yukon playing Nova Scotia in the women's. We got Yukon Territories playing Quebec in the men's. We've got Northwest Territories playing BC in the women's. And we got another great game here, like I mentioned earlier, New Brunswick and Alberta in the men's. So what a turn of events in that first end here. And PI comes right out, and they're throwing a center guard again. You know, they're going right after it. I mean, it didn't work in the first end. I mean, it did ultimately work, but it didn't go to plan here. But he's very aggressive again, throwing up a center guard here, even with a 2-point lead. And Saskatchewan's going to go right after him again, as they have to. So we'll see what transpires here in the next few rocks. But this should be an exciting end. A little heavy on this one, so I think it's going to zip right through the back of the house. Mike Dillon with his second shot. Phillips calling him to come in the house.
Line's okay. This one's a little stubborn, guys, but if you just, yeah, a little bit sharp. Yep.
It's got good weight on this shot. A little bit of room on the outside there, but it's coming in, and You know, that
Nice
does a trick. A lot of finish at the end here. Randy's going to throw the wide in-turn now around the center guard, try to get around both of them.
Line's good. Line's good, room.
Got a little bit of room, so we'll see how this one finishes out there. He's got lots of room on this
Here it
shot.
goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Line's good. Line's good.
Sweeping this hard. He's got great line on this shot. It's all about the weight here.
Nice shot, Chris.
You know, that works. Yeah, I mean, obviously 3 feet further would have been really good, but that serves a purpose. Now, Phillips just going to play the little tap on his red one, try to get that a little bit more behind cover.
Soft control. Soft control. Oh! Yep.
A little heavy. Off. Oh.
A little wide.
Around now, guys. Around.
Sean is, they're calling to go around, so it's calling the audible. This one didn't, he must have got it back a little bit here, but he's got a little bit too much weight though, so this is going to be back 12 at the best. No, that's zipping right through. Got fooled a little bit by that one. A lot of times if you, I mean, the shot probably wouldn't have been as bad if he would have had the right line on it. Now Randy's just going to try to remove that red rock and roll to the outside to sit two. No, he's changed his mind. He's going around it now. No, he's trying to hit it now. Got called an audible by his brother there, so I think this is the right call actually. He's down a little bit here.
Hard. Good, 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 good.
Soft control.
He likes it. Should have been, I don't know why he wasn't sweeping that a little bit more. He just left it right there for a pretty simple double, actually. So if he would have swept it, it would have been a little more out to the wings there. I think he fell asleep on that one a little bit. So Phillips now just calling an in-turn double, I believe so, or an out-turn double with Sean now. And we'll see if this one runs a little straighter, if it actually curls here. Probably you don't want to. It's calling him right off. It's not a good sign.
Roll. Good shot.
Yeah, just again, you know, with weight, as I said earlier in the earlier drawing, it's evident here now too that with weight, it's definitely running straighter. So you just got to tighten up the ice not to be back at all with it. So Randy's playing the hit on this again.
No, whoa,
Nose hit would be pretty good here.
whoa, whoa, whoa. That's good.
There's nothing wrong with that shot. That rock is in pretty good position now. Phillips is going to play the straight run back, which is it's okay too. It's a good call, but no matter how good he makes it, there's still going to be multiple guards up front there for Team Saskatchewan to utilize. Just a little tight, Kevin Champion. No, it's knocked it right through the hole.
We wouldn't have got it. He just stayed right there. Good shot, coming.
Yeah, I tend to disagree. It wasn't that good of a shot. Ton of ice here. He's got the 8 foot. He wants to get to the other side of the 4 foot. Edge of the 8 foot. That's a lot of ice. Weight's good. It's just got to curl now.
Keep her going.
Got to go and keep it back as far as you can. So, very good shot by. Here's the big shot of the end right now. If he makes his double or angle double here, this is could get him out of the end. Not touching it at all. It's probably a good sign. Well, just a little unfortunate. Good throw, though. Very good throw. Just left it there, but very good result. The throw was pretty good.
Oh, Grant. Pretty straight, huh? The first one was confusing.
Trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, he couldn't do anything with it, right? He just ran like on a string.
Probably
the whole
just
way down.
tuck a little piece behind that corner guard.
So would I. Well, you didn't have to throw.
Line's good.
No, even to get that one. Or I mean, the back one. Anyway,
Where?
stayed there pretty good.
Split the
You can
house
go
here.
deep or short. Line's good. Whoa,
Key
whoa.
line.
Doesn't quite got the same line as the first one. I think they better sweep this back because you got to be careful. Actually, you know what? It turned out very good. It's fully buried. I mean, he can't take on the double at all. Can't risk that. So play the hit and roll here and maybe set something up for your second shot.
Not a baby either, Kevin. So just think they're a solid board. Should be good, don't you think? Well, it will be, yeah. Just a little more than, yeah, that's better.
He just wants to play a little hit and roll to the right-hand side, maybe right next to that yellow one, or maybe if he can tuck a piece behind it would be a great, great shot.
Kevin stayed really well here, so.
Throw a lot of weight on this one. Just nestled it behind there and just unfortunate he tapped it behind tapped the yellow one behind the guard again. Now Randy's got to again possibly get three. I mean the only obviously issue with this is if you leave it in a bad spot, you're going to leave a double for him. But I love this call here because most teams are just split the house and they're happy with their two. He's not happy with nothing here. He's going for three here, not two. This is a great call. A little risky, but he's seen the shot 3 times this end, I believe, so we'll see if he's got his draw weight. Did not have it in the first end, so we'll see where it goes here.
You got room. Lots of room.
Looks like it's got a lot again.
Lots of room, Ned. Lots of room.
It will finish. It's got a curl. That's a great shot. Absolutely perfect. You know, he could have went a little further or not, but that's pretty good. He's almost, Phillips probably got to play the run back now, unless he wants to take a real big chance and draw around that. So he's going to play the run back and hopefully get rid of 2 of them and just give Randy a draw for 2. But this is tough too. So many things go bad here. You know, he can throw it very close and still give him a draw for 3 here with a straight back run back. But this is probably the right call, I think. You know, it depends how comfortable you are. I mean, in the first end, he threw great draw weight, so he could take a chance and draw around that one. That's full 8 foot, but he's elected to play the straight run back.
Half would be ideal, but no, this would not be the end of the world. We'll move something, right?
He's thinking he can get all 3 of them. Half in their angle raised there. I don't know if that's even there, but
Grant, top 4.
sweeping it. Oh, he got away with it when he got very lucky there. He was trying to hit the half rock on the other side. So it wasn't a very good throw, but it actually turned out same result basically. Now it gives Randy an opportunity just to hit full 12 foot and to tie this game up.
He just touched the top yellow. He just needed to touch another millimeter. He can go to the yellow.
a good chance Sean's tap. Oh,
Throwing the opposite turn than he did from the first time, though.
big guess, right? He never threw garage.
Ice might be a little bit different here. Might be a little slower. Sweepers are off it. Never in doubt. So after 2 ends, Randy Bryden draws for 2 and ties up the game 2-2. So playing the third end, it'll be 2-2 with PEI having the last rock in the third end.
That's funny. That's funny.
Okay.
The Curling Cares calendar is back for 2023. 25 curling athletes from 7 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
Could have made it better.
Yeah, we're back to the third end after actually first 2 ends of this game has been pretty exciting. It's gone back and forth where Saskatchewan has kind of controlled the first end, gave up a steal of 2 to PEI, but they came back very strong in the second end to tie it up. They had a chance for 3, but Philip made a pretty good angle raise and prevented from getting more than 2. So it's 2-2, but now PEI has last rock, so they're probably happy with the first 2 ends here.
I get it.
So Saskatchewan's throwing first rock. Looks like he wanted one short, and looks like it's going to slip into the house just barely. So, you know, I'm not surprised at this call at all. In the first 2 ends, Philip called center guards right from the get-go. So this is a very, very good call. I love this. Put the pressure on Saskatchewan immediately. He knows he's got last rock. You know what? If he gets in trouble, he'll be able to draw the button or this 4-foot with his last one. He's probably thinking so. This is a good call, and the team is right behind him. This is a good curling shot call right now.
I don't mind it over farther, Sean, actually. Nice shot, Michael.
It's curling quite a bit to the wings there. It might be a little bit far. I mean, he wanted it out there, but it might have, you know, probably a foot closer to the center line would have been better. But here we go. Saskatchewan's throwing a center guard here. We're going to have some action in this third end.
Line's good. Line's good. Little bit. Line's good. Line's good.
Cleaning it. See if it finishes. He needs the center line or half of the center line.
Just to the center. You're there.
He's pretty good shot.
Nice shot, Chris.
It's perfect. That's a 4 out of 4 there, and a 4 out of 4 on his first shot. Just great judgment of weight. Phillips trying to play the freeze to it. The one on the top of the 4-foot.
Line's okay. Easy. Wait only. Wait only, guys. Yeah, wait only. Line's not bad now. Yep.
Maybe a little bit, but we'll finish. It's a pretty good shot. Real good shot. Being a, you know what? Being a little short of that rock and not totally frozen, it doesn't hurt you at all. It's a very good rock for positioning later on in this end for advancing it up, and it's hard for Saskatchewan to remove that at this point in the stage. So that's a very good shot.
Line's good. Little bit. Yep. Yep. Line's good. Line's good.
Good.
Line's good. Little more.
It's
Oh,
a
nice shot, Russ.
perfect spot. Just tucked a little piece behind the guard there, and guarded the red one for being advancing, and forces Philip to play the run back. He's got to be a little careful on this, how it works out. But, I mean, he's got to open it up and kind of take care of, not to get in too much trouble here early in the end. He doesn't want to do that, and by peeling his guard straight back, that'll allow that to not happen. Just got the one. So I'm sure Randy will be content just throwing another guard, just basically replacing it. Maybe even a little longer. Another action here. New Brunswick, Terry Odishaw has just stolen 3 points against Alberta to go up 4-0 after 2 ends. Again, like I mentioned, I think both those teams are in contention. Odishaw will be definitely in at the end of the year. He's been, every time I've been at the senior championship, he's been pretty close to winning this thing. In other games, Nova Scotia women have scored 3 against the Yukon Territories to lead 3-1, playing the third end. So that's a perfect position that he put that rock in. I think it's deep enough or high enough. Makes the run back a little bit more difficult now. It's a great spot. He probably could take a chance and maybe try to throw the out-turn hack weight at that yellow one that's top of the forefoot here, but he's electing to play this peel this run back. He's close. No, a little bit bad luck, and they left the red one up there. So now we got a little bit of decision making between Randy. Randy wants to guard the guard. So that's a tough spot. You're only dealing with about 5 feet of ice there. You know, you don't want to move their red one there. So this is a tough shot. He could throw an out-turn come around to the top of the button if he wanted to. I might look at that myself. This one here, it's not that easy positioning to make this perfect here. Another game, Yukon Territories has given Quebec men's a battle right now. They're only up 1-0 playing the third end. And Yukon, I've had my eye on that a little bit. They've been in control in these first 2 or 3 ends here. And Quebec, like I say, is definitely a favorite to win this whole event here. So they got their hands full so far right now. So Saskatchewan threw a guard there. Didn't turn out to the right to the great spot, but here we go. Phillips ignoring everything and playing the out-turn come around here. And I think Randy should have played this shot myself here. So it's got to go on this one's curling. He's got to buy the first one, but he's not getting by the second one. Well, Philip likes it, but I think he's being quite generous to his team. I don't think that helps him at all.
This is all right, though.
I don't think you want to go there, Randy. You don't want to give him an angle raise double to remove your one on the forefoot here. You want this right top of the button if you can get it there, and it's definitely for sure you can get it there. Just with the right throw and the right ice, you can definitely get it there.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Got to keep it out there.
Line's good.
You know it's going to curl. Keep it out there as long as you can.
No.
I think they should sweep this. I think that's a really, really good shot. Even though it's a smidge light, you're playing with a very small area. So, PEI's got to be careful here. They're not light or they're not heavy here because it's, even though he did give them the opportunity to freeze to one on the button here, this is not an easy shot at all. PEI does have last rock.
Okay, Kevin.
Yeah, a little heavy on this one.
Yeah, that's quite a bit more.
Yeah, that was a bad miss. You know, if anything, you do want to miss lightly, but now Randy's got no choice but to freeze one right on that thing. Just put one right on there, and you can't help it. And you're gonna steal something here for sure.
Okay, try.
You know, but you don't want to give him out by being heavy or give him a pocket to freeze to or a double or whatever. You know, again, you want to miss light here, I believe, if anything. We know it will curl.
Right on top. Oh, did he?
No, I got turning the handle. Started to move differently, so.
Here's the throw here. It's got a lot of ice, the edge of the 12-foot to get to the button.
I don't think it's changed. No. Just got to throw a little bit.
Whoa, they
A
can't.
little bit of carrying.
Here it goes.
Waiting on it. Weight looks pretty good. A little bit of room. It's got to curl. They got to make it curl. Should have been on that, I think, a little bit. I don't know if it. I can't quite see the angle over the top there. If he left him a slash double here or not.
And then I have two.
I just dug in a bit. I was a little harder, eh?
Yeah, okay. I don't mind that either. Just thinking I have two paths here, right? Because if he throws it, if I don't make that, he throws that, I get nothing. You might be able to get in that, right? Yeah. But, we'll try it.
Why, you heard what he's thinking.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. I think it's going to go hard. Yeah, we are. But I mean, if that will draw for here, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I think I need
a little less than that, right?
I think it will take off.
Probably not a bad call. He's just trying to get to the nose to tap him back to sit second shot. I don't know if he will be second shot if he taps it back. Probably be third shot though. I think I'd be trying to take a chance of ripping it across the face and
Try and move it back, I think.
moving both yellow ones out of play there. Because even if he makes his shot, Randy will end up throwing a guard and he'll have to make a super shot against two.
Easy.
Throwing halfway. He's got to get it by the top one. That's a little bit of bad luck there. Still left him sitting 3. Now Saskatchewan is definitely in control of this. They got to just, again, they can play a little chap and light, or you know what? I think the call here is just draw in there again. Freeze one up to the, in between those two rocks. I don't think I'd take a chance of hitting that. Just throw a heavy draw and come and just miss the red one and freeze on the top, on the one that's on the top of the button.
Light maybe?
This is a shot for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you hate to make the shot for him.
I would hit the yellow one. Or? I could.
You could throw a guard, which is not easy on this ice.
What if I just draw? If I
There
just
we
draw
go.
to here.
That's what Randy Furby just said.
The only thing is like tap it here. It's not good. Just tap it here.
See, here's the.
What do you like? Do you like the top? I just think there was half.
He's elected to throw hack weight on that. I think there was a little indecision there on the draw weight. You know, he says if I'm heavy, I can tap it back a little bit, but on the draw. But you don't want to be heavy on the draw. You either draw and you commit to it, you commit to the shot, and you make the freeze. Now he's committed to playing hack weight, and that, in his mind, that's the right shot to do here, or the right thing to do here. I mean, the nose hit. If he hits a flop here, I don't know how PI can score here.
Maybe we did
No,
that.
it's back 4. Yeah, back 8.
Yeah, I just got to move it a foot. Yeah.
We're still discussing this.
Well, I could just guard too.
I think I'd make a play on the runs in the house. You got PI on their run in here.
Let's throw this.
Playing hack weight. Just as long as it doesn't run and you don't throw too much weight here, it should be okay. Seen a bunch of rocks come this way. Whoa's probably pretty good. Got to go on it now. Well, they like it. Kind of left it a little. No, that's perfect. That's a great shot. You always love it when the skip is yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You know he's pretty close. Or he better be pretty close when he starts calling that. So I'm not sure what PI's got here. They absolutely cannot score. They cannot score here. It's just a matter how many they're going to give up in the steal here. A freeze, a good freeze, and still gives you a steal of 3. Just look at the hit and roll here. They left it a little too long, but it turned out pretty good. That's a great shot.
I don't think I get there anyway, right?
I'm not sure if they got something on the wide off one of those red ones on the wings there.
What just finished at the end, it just snapped over a bit.
Be close. Huh?
He's got nothing.
Well,
So,
yeah, but I still thought where he was going.
so he's thrown this draw to possibly give a steal of 3. The overhead camera looks a lot easier than this shot here.
That would just walk in after.
He's got to make a great shot to give up a steal of 3.
They got good sweepers.
I don't know about this. Unless I'm missing something here.
Pardon me? Yeah, sure. Well, I think you'll have to. Because we're playing the outside edge of the 4-foot here, man. So. Easy. Whoa! Whoa!
They're on this. Got to get it by the top one. No. That was in a almost impossible shot there. I'm not sure what he was thinking or what he was hoping to do, and it ended up being a steal of 4. Steal of 4 for Saskatchewan in the third end. Now this game has had a bunch of flip-flops after 3 ends here, but that was a crazy end. I'm not sure what PI was thinking there. You know, they were in control, and it's crazy, but we'll be right back.
The Curling Cares calendar is back for 2023. 25 curling athletes from 7 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
Okay, we're back to the 4th end now after 3 ends. It's 6-2 Saskatchewan, taking control of this with a huge steal of 4 in the 3rd end. I like to say it came out of nowhere, but I seen it coming early and seen it coming late here. But PEI is basically shocked by that. You know, they stole 2 in the 1st end and played a pretty good 2nd end, and now this 3rd end they just kind of fell asleep a little bit on. It wasn't the shot making, it was the call making that I think they fell asleep with. But we'll see if they can rebound. This is a veteran team. They've been here before, and Saskatchewan throws up a center guard, which is again a little bit surprising. And PEI is going to jump on that mistake and hopefully draw around, make a good come around now. So we got Mike Dillon trying to play the come around.
Line's okay. Line's really good. Yeah, gotta go hard.
Likes the line.
Okay, that's like that. Okay, Mike.
In other games, Nova Scotia ladies have stolen another one. They're up 4-1 on Yukon territories. And on the men's, Quebec managed to score a deuce against the Yukon territories to go up 2-1 playing the 4th end. BC ladies is up 2-1 with Last Rock playing the 4th end. And Alberta came back with a 1 Had to draw the forfeit for one, so they're 3 down for one, playing the fourth end without last rock.
There it goes. That took a while. He threw that really good.
Saskatchewan coming around there.
That was a good
Late
throw,
finish. Late finish, and a little bit surprised to move that much, or it took too long to move, or as long as it did, but he's happy with the result. PI is going to go try to get one now. Anywhere in the house behind the guard would be a good shot. Doesn't have to be in front of the tee, behind the tee, wherever. He needs rocks in play here. He's got to come back from that devastating third in.
Line's okay. Yes, it's good now. Go. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Pretty good
Nice
shot.
Mike.
I think Randy will still be able to remove that. It's basically wide open.
Weight's nice.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good call. He hits a quarter of a rock here. He will be able, will drive it straight back onto that red one, kind of like Russ Howard says, a gear effect. It should shift it to the right a little bit and hit it right on the nose if he hits it in the right spot. Curled a little bit too much. He was hoping to hit that a little thinner. Turned out okay. I mean, he still left the center guard, but could have been a better result if he would have hit a little thinner. PI is just going to come around that lone center guard again.
Real close. Weight's good, eh?
Whoa. Looks heavy.
Lots of room, lots of weight. It's never a good combination.
Yeah. Okay, Sean. Try it.
Not going to be happy with that one, but I mean, it is buried. It is buried for most, I guess, for all intent and purposes. So it forces Saskatchewan to peel the guard, or yeah.
I think we have to go here. Here.
I'm not sure I'd play this with a 4-point lead. I think I'd be getting rid of that center guard here, and it would tighten up the scoring area for PI. So I think this is a kind of a gutsy call a little bit here too. You want to remove those rocks to keep it open for yourself.
Line's good. Here it comes. There it goes. Yep. Line's good. Right on it, Chris. Right on it. Right on it.
Super hard trying to freeze it right to the back one.
All right, that's good. Nice throw. Good sweep.
Not bad, but it allows PI, if they make a good corner freeze with this in-turn,
It's a little deep.
Saskatchewan will be in a little bit of trouble.
Ball, Mike. Close.
Sean Ledgerbird throwing the
Close.
second stones.
Oh. Just let it die. Yep. Well, wait only. Yep. Come on. Yep. Yeah, right to it.
Got to go on it. Line looks pretty good.
Yep.
Got
Right on top.
try to keep it straight as possible.
Good shot.
Boy, that curled a lot. Kind of slowed down a bit too all of a sudden. So Randy's just throwing a guard again here, and I mean his yellow one's pretty secure there. Even if they do play a run back, it's going to end up on that back red one. So he just probably wants a long guard.
Line's good. Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Line's good. Whoa. Close. Yep. Yes. Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
My mistake, he's coming in. You don't want to line it up though. It's got to curl a little bit. It's a pretty good shot, but still allows PI to play a tap on that red one, I think.
I don't mind that.
playing a tap on this one. They're playing a peel, hopefully to get some lucky action off the one that's the yellow one that's the top of the 12-foot. That would be a very, very good shot if he can keep this red rock around that he's hitting. And he has managed it. That's a really good shot. You know, I know you might not see much. It's like the fifth shot of the end, the fifth shot, but that could come back to haunt him a little bit here. So a little bit of luck.
I think nose hit coming in.
Randy wants to play the nose hit. Probably gets rid of both red ones. A nose hit will get rid of both the red ones, and I think I would elect to do that shot. I would play that shot.
Go here.
I mean, he does have a 4-point lead.
Close. Yep. Hard.
He likes it.
Nice shot, Trey.
Perfect shot, just like I called it. Got rid of both red rocks, and now PEI's got to play a hit and roll or a freeze, and he can't see much of that rock there. See a quarter of it, and playing a freeze on that, which is very, very difficult. I mean, anything he's got. What a great shot that was. Hit it absolutely in the right spot. PEI better make a couple shots here. They're going to be in trouble. This is Kevin Champion's last rock of this end. There's not many rocks to go. Throw a lot of weight on this shot here. So playing the run back on the top one.
Yep. To get both of these, if he raises, he can only be number one.
Shot. Okay.
It's a pretty good shot. I mean, it still leaves Saskatchewan sitting 2. Pretty tough double there, even if he does miss his shot.
If we go here, though, he goes around. Maybe we go.
Just couldn't
What do you like?
do much with that center guard.
I guess he's just talking that he doesn't want to leave PEI a shot to score multiple points here by leaving a guard or leaving them a freeze where they won't be able to get it out. So
I'm gonna guess it here.
No, that's what I mean.
We just go on ours or a rock short of it.
he's coming in. I think he's trying to play almost a corner freeze on his one on the left-hand side there,
Too high, he'll
or
go
just
around.
be a little short of that.
Unless we're wide
Oh
open.
yeah, for sure.
We could just guard. No. So just a touch less than that other one, eh?
Yeah, well, like that.
Whoa.
Sweepers are just cleaning it.
There it goes. Room yet? You got room.
It's got a curl.
Just top 8. Top 8. Top 8. We're top 8 though?
You don't want to give him a double here. If that's, I mean, the one that's tough to get rid of is the one on the right side there. I think that's.
Nice
Anyway,
sweep. Good weight.
I'm not sure what he left him. I mean,
I'm just gonna try to make that.
Philip can try to make a double, or he can try to freeze to the back one, but he's electing to play the double, not the straight back double. I think the one that's more difficult is he's got to get rid of the one on the left-hand side here, the one that's on the side of the 4-foot. That's a double there. And there is a chance of a triple here if he hits it absolutely right, but he will not save his shooter if he does make that shot.
Yeah.
Corners.
He is calling for the triple or the angle double. Throw a lot of weight on this shot.
Almost had. Whoa.
he just seems to be, you know, again, he's just not throwing them good right now. I mean, last end, 2 or 2 ends ago, he played the run back, hit it on the wrong side, and he definitely hit that rock on the wrong side. Now, Randy's being very cautious here, which is probably the right call. Try to get rid of this rock, and it'll nullify him from getting anything more than 1 point this end. Yeah, he wanted to hit that on the other side instead of the inside here. So Randy will hit this. I don't know if he can, if he hits it on the nose, might give Philip a double possibly here. Probably wants to roll a little inside on this one. He's got to stick around. Sweeping it, he's got it, but it's going to roll out, I think. Yeah, not going to be happy with that now. Now the shot here at the end. I think Phillips does got a hack weight shot here to remove that yellow one out of play, 4-2. So that wasn't a very good attempt by Randy there. You know, he didn't think about that enough. I think, you know, again, the ice runs a little straighter on the outs. Basically uncalled for. You know, you play a little more cautious. You play control weight. You hit it on the nose. And even if you do hit on the nose, you give him a double, or he has to make a double at least. But I mean, this is not an easy shot, but it's easier than the other shot that he had to play if he would have stuck around. This puts him right back in the game if he can make this deuce.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, don't bury. Don't worry about that.
Tough shot, hack weight, or maybe even a little less there. We know it will curl here.
No, it's not bad. Whoa!
Looks a little up to me. It's got to curl. They got to make that curl. It's coming a little bit. Don't seem too happy. Just overthrew it again. Just a little too much weight. And Saskatchewan steals another one. Another one to go up 7-2. And, you know, in the last 30 minutes, this game has taken a huge turnaround. It's definitely in favor of Saskatchewan. So after 4 ends, 6-2, 7-2 Saskatchewan. And we'll be right back in a few minutes.
It's a beautiful blend of strategy, skill, and creativity. Curling. But it's our people that make us great. We're a mosaic of countless experiences. We communicate and collaborate. We value new ideas and different perspectives. We learn from our past and from our future. We may even disagree sometimes, but it's in our differences that we can see our strengths. The beauty of our sport is reflected in our people and our values. Regardless of your ethnicity or gender, your abilities, your stage in life, your beliefs, or who you love. The rocks and the ice don't discriminate. And as curlers, we won't either. We will be the change that we want to see in the world. Curling is a place for everyone.
The Curling Cares calendar is back for 2023. 25 curling athletes from 7 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
It's time to experience the wonder and excitement of Yarmouth and Acadian shores. stay at one of the many charming accommodations, adventure along the ocean coast, or just be cozy by the fire and enjoy some of the darkest and clearest skies in North America. This December, be a part of the action with the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championship. You'll find all of this and so much more with your special getaway in Yarmouth and Acadian Shores.
Hi, everybody. I'm back here at the Everest Canadian Senior Curling Championship live from the Mariners Curling Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. We're in the fifth end here, and Saskatchewan leads PEI 7-2. This has been a tale of two halves, I really think. You know, the first half of this game, you know, it was 2-2, anybody's game. Everybody was playing good, missed a few shots here. But in the last two ends, Saskatchewan is just absolutely dominated. And I mean dominated these two ends here, and deservedly so. They're up 7-2. They're comfortable right now. They're making all the right shots, and you know it's going to be very, very tough for PEI to get back into this game. As Saskatchewan, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I think they're one of the teams that can win this Canadian championship, and so they're looking to finish this out. There's only four ends left here, so it's a very, very tough task for Saskatchewan. So we'll see what Saskatchewan plans to do. I mean, PI has been putting up guards, some good, some bad, and I mean, they got no choice but have lots of rocks in play here, where Saskatchewan is going to try to keep it limited to how many rocks are in play.
From here, I could only see not much of it.
Game is moving pretty quick.
It's tough on day one. Day three, you might have a better idea.
Yeah. See, both skips are talking about.
I would have guessed about that spot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think we even reduced it a little bit, right?
See, they're talking about Phillips' last shot where he overthrew it a little bit. It ran straighter and gave Saskatchewan a steal of one. Like I said earlier, you know, they're getting used to the ice. They don't know the ice conditions. They don't know how it moves later on in the ends. You know, this will help them later on in the week when they're in their third or fourth game here. They'll see that the ice is running maybe a little straighter or curling or whatever, but it's kind of a crapshoot a little bit here where they don't know what the ice is actually going to do. But Saskatchewan is calling one in the house, comes a little heavy, back 8 foot. And now we're back 12 foot, and PEI is going to go to town here and get up as many guards as they possibly can. I mean, they have to score now. They cannot give up another steal. It's going to be tough as it is. They have to score multiple points, I believe, ASAP. So they're going to need Saskatchewan to miss a couple shots and to make some good shots. In other games here, New Brunswick men has got total control of Team Alberta. James Paul up 6-1 playing the fifth end. We got Team BC up 5-1 on Yukon Territories, and this is their first time in the Canadian Championship. They're looking very well playing the fifth end. Quebec and Yukon Territories, another close game there, shockingly actually. Yukon Territories is tied with Quebec. Quebec has got the last rock playing the fifth end, and that is a total shock to me. I think Quebec was totally expected to win that game, run away with it pretty quick, but they're in a battle. And the other game on hand is this 4-2 for Nova Scotia over Yukon Territories in the ladies. So back to our main game here. Saskatchewan puts one in the top 8 foot now. PEI calls for another corner guard, which is absolutely the right call. Got to utilize as many of these rocks as possible.
Yep. I'll wait.
Another corner guard, good weight on both those guards, almost identical weight.
Shot, Mike.
Good spot for them.
A little tap is okay.
He wants this tight to the house, if not a tap. Doesn't need guards.
Little bit. Line's good. Yep. Yep.
Sweeping this. They got to get this tighter. Looks,
Okay, that's good.
got to get this rock a little tighter, I think. It's okay, but it just depends what PI does with it. So they're gonna play a hit and roll off of that and leave a corner guard, or that's what he would like to do.
What do you like? Okay. What do you like? Line's okay, yep. Yep.
Selected to play come around the corner guard.
Yep. Yeah, gotta go by.
He's got to get by.
Won't out.
Just ticked it. Yeah, didn't put it in a very good spot either.
Move that out of play. Move that yellow on the play ball over here. Might have been.
Nose hits, good.
Good shot.
What do you like?
These are the only games going on right now. Like I said earlier, there is another venue hosting some curling games at the curling club. I believe it is dark there tonight, so there is no games. These are the only 5 games going on in the Canadian Senior Championship here. Saskatchewan just want to remove this. Doesn't like it. Got a little lucky, but not the result that he wanted, but would have been better to hit and roll in. But Randy says, encouraging to his teammates, it was a good throw.
Line's better.
He's going to try coming around the corner guard again. Should be closer this attempt.
Line's good. Wait only. Line's good. Yep. Yep. Short.
Good line, but just a little light again. Great
Okay,
line. Sets up for his next shot there, though. So yeah, it's Randy's in a kind of draw. I mean, you can only peel so many guards, and there's a lot of rocks out in play. I don't know guard coming into play here, but if he makes it, it's I don't know about this. I got mixed thoughts on this shot here. He could play a split on his top one that's out of the house to open it up a little bit maybe, but it's hanging out.
Okay, go hard now.
Yeah, see that rock accomplished absolutely nothing. It just gives PEI a better guard to draw around here, so that was not a very, very good attempt, and I'm not sure that was the right call. PEI attempting to come around the corner guards, got lots of room on this one.
Whoa, Mike. Whoa, Mike.
It will curl.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Oh, he got lucky, a little tick off the top one, and it's going to be absolutely buried. A little fortunate on that call, but that's what happens when all these rocks are in play. You leave the rocks in play, and things like that happen. So it was a lucky, sure, but Saskatchewan left it there for him to potentially have that happen to him. Now he's in a defensive mode where he's got to peel these rocks, and this is the absolute right shot here. He's got no choice. While he's electing to try to get the one in the house, I think he thinks he can get this with back ring weight, but it's just buried, almost over buried a little bit. So, I mean, this is another shot that when you're throwing the rock, you got to throw this properly, that if you do miss, even though we never want to miss as a curler, but you can't be wide on this shot or heavy. Sweeping is hard. No, he's all over the guard. This is PI's in a position here to score a few points here. You know, he can follow it down again, but right on top of it. I would probably elect to
Same shot,
play,
maybe.
yeah, play the same shot. Absolutely right, Philip. Kevin Champion in the hack.
No, no.
Exact same shot.
Well, line's good.
Weight looks good.
Well, just let it die, Mike. Well, let it die. Let it die. Oh, no, there it came. Nice. Shot.
It's a pretty good shot. Very good shot. It's about half open. I think he can slash it and can make the double. Quarter rock will do it.
Well, I figured you just threw it. You know.
Not an easy
There was
shot.
plenty of room there to suck it in, so it did come nice. Yeah, pound or two, yeah. Yeah, perfectly, yeah.
It's a pretty important shot at this end here.
Just as much of a guess over here.
Sweep it. I think he's close. You got to go on it. Got to go on it, and he does, guy. He does make the double. Retain shot rock at the top of the 8-foot. Very, very good throw. Ran a little straighter. Could have curled a little bit more, but ultimately made the double, and he's looking pretty good.
I think I have to,
Yeah.
For something. I had you there, Kevin.
I think this is the right call again. He's throwing it again. He just got to make it a little bit better than the last one. Had a lot of room coming around the corner guard and left it half open, unfortunately. So this one he's got to make, because guarantee if he doesn't make it really good, Randy's going to be in a great position to steal here again.
We're number 3. This is number 2. This is third. Good to go here again. Huh?
Well, just let it die. Line's good. Line's good.
Good line on this shot here. Might be.
Oh.
Okay, it ended up in a great shot. Great, great, great shot.
3/4. Nice shot.
So he's just, Randy's going to follow him down. Anything in front of the rock will make it impossible to remove that as long as he is shot rock. This is a shot that's sort of a kind of an end killer here. I know it's the last shot of the end. You know, you think you got a chance for two. You make this, and you're still going to be 4 down after making your last shot here. So this is a very, very important shot here. Sweepers are on it.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Line's tight. They got to go.
All right, go, 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 go. Go.
They got to go on this. Looks a little light. No, that wasn't a. You know what? He had no business being that tight to that guard at all. I think he's struggling with draw weight a little bit here. So, he said he was light, but still didn't have a really good line. This allows PEI to draw for 2 to get this game just a little bit closer than Saskatchewan wanted to be at this stage.
Think even a little more is okay, Kevin. Yeah. ice. Mike had corner guard, edge of the button.
Throwing the opposite
Edge
turn
of the
now.
right there, so
Throwing the in turn now to the
Close.
side of the 4 foot or the edge of the middle of the 8 foot.
Same weight, huh?
Have not played this shot at all this end.
That's okay. You do it now. And then next time you go.
Line's good, Mike. Whoa!
You like it?
Line's good.
They're not sweeping it. I think it's closer. It's got to die. Needs a piece of the 8 foot. And he's not going to get it. So Saskatchewan escapes another one here.
Different path.
It worked out well. They only gave up one, so after 5 ends, it is now 7-3 for Saskatchewan with last rock. So kind of Mike cannot be, or Philip cannot be very happy with that attempt there. I don't know if the ice is a little quicker on that side. He just threw a perfect draw on his first one, a little heavier on his second one. And you can see the frustration on his face a little bit right now as he's walking down to play the 6th end here, 4 down without last rock.
The Curling Cares calendar is back for 2023. 25 curling athletes from 7 different nations are raising money for various charities. Support them by purchasing yours today at curlingcares.com.
And we're back with the 6th end here, live from the
Line's good.
Everest Canadian Curling Championships, live from Yarmouth, from the Mariner Center. What a great venue we got here. Second round robin game, or second game in the tournament here at PI Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan in total control now. 4 up, playing the 6th end with last rock, 7-3, and I think Saskatchewan will just look to keep everything quite simple here. PI throws up a center guard as they should. Saskatchewan's going to try to put one top 12, top 8 foot here to counteract that and sort of take the end away from PI as soon as possible.
Line's good. Line's good. Here comes a bit. Line's good. Just here. Just touch the 4 if you can. Touch the 4. Nice shot, Chris.
Perfect line, perfect shot. Puts PI on the offensive right now. They got to get these rocks in right position here to even have a chance here. I mean, a score here basically wins the game for Saskatchewan here. So I'm going to say PI has to steal this end here, and I mean has to steal. Coming in there, a nice draw weight by Mike. He's had pretty good draw weight this whole game here, even though that one might seem a little short, but that's where it's got to be. You're 4 down, you need rocks in play. Short is always good.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Real good. Here it comes.
Waiting for this thing to curl a little bit, trying to draw around that.
Yep, yep. Yep. Yep, yep. Little bounce. Come on, little bounce. Nice shot.
Pretty good shot there. It's a half open, but I don't think he
Mind that.
is trying to draw around. That's a difficult shot. The intern's probably a little bit
I think
easier.
it's probably easier, right?
Yeah.
Line's okay. Yep.
Trying to keep this straight as possible here. It's curling.
Yep. Yeah, all the way. Yep. Okay, guys. Okay, Sean. Let's try.
Yeah, I must have started that one a little bit. I mean, he was a little bit light also, but now Randy's got to make a decision. Does he try to double peel there or almost triple peel? Or does he go for the game right now? And it looks like he is going to peel the guards or attempt to peel the guards, but it's always a little tricky which way you want to run this rock back, because you don't want to remove the ones in the house that you already got in there. So I think he's just planning to remove the one here. Accomplished, no problem. Russ has had a pretty good game today here. He's got a lot of peels, and he's made most of them.
What do you got?
Trying the same shot.
Okay. Line's okay. Line's good, yep. Yep. Can't hurt that, guys. All the way.
A little better line on this one. Still got to get it by that front one.
Yeah, come on. Tuck it around that, Mike. Yep. Okay.
He's
Okay,
by.
Try.
Not sure it helps a whole bunch. I think Randy's going to be forced to the offensive now. If he can put this one top 4 foot here, it's he's in pretty good.
I think I just come in straight here. Well, here, play this way. Maybe catch this. Peel.
Yeah, so he wants to hit like a quarter of a rock here. It'll spin those two out, and could make the triple here. But if he's tight on this one, it could be not as good a result as he had hoped for here. It might. You don't want to disturb those two yellow ones in the house.
Yep. Hard. That was a good throw.
It's a pretty good throw. Good result, but wasn't what he called. Turned out to be better than it could have been. It could have been a disaster, actually. So. PI just trying to get one around there. Again, same shot he's thrown 2 times in a row now, so hopefully he can make this one a little bit better. Getting a little later in the end. This is the third's first rock. Kevin Champion throwing it. Trying to make a come around or come around freeze on that rock.
Yep. Got a good one. Yep, keep it going. Got a good one. It's a good one.
Pretty good shot. Hard to remove that, I think. I'm not sure how much you can see of that rock. I'm sitting at the side here. He can only see a quarter of that rock, so it makes it very difficult to remove. I think Randy's got, even though he's sitting 2, I think the right call is to peel this guard. You know, it is the 6th then. He's got a 4-point lead. Troy's running down there to have a quick chat with him. He might see something else.
We can just run it back onto this, and I think it goes here, no? I think either way it goes this. This one, Mike. How about just run this straight onto here now? And if you just hit and turn over, that's fine. Russ has ran pretty straight here.
It's pretty good conversation between Randy and Troy there, trying to get on the same page here and figure out how to end this game out here. And I think they both agree on this shot. The peel, run back, or just get rid of a couple red ones there.
Yeah.
Throwing up weight.
Yep. Hard. Good shot.
That actually worked out pretty good, actually. It's, I mean, I know I left it in the house on top of it, but Kevin's going to be forced to play the same shot. Same shot he just threw, but only a little bit better. I think he's got to get shot rock here, or else running out of rocks this end here. So he's got to try to tuck one around those ones in the top 8 foot.
Hold, guys. Wait only. Just at the end. Yep.
It's coming in there pretty good.
Yep.
A little bit more room.
Yep. Go hard. Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Hard. Yep. Yep. Great shot, Kevin.
It's a pretty good shot, but I think it's pretty much wide open, or 3/4. Well, from this angle, maybe a quarter or a half, but it's definitely accessible. He can throw a hack weight at that shot and remove it pretty easily. Now, he's not elected to do that, which is absolutely surprising to me here, I believe, a little bit. I mean, you got to think, is it going to be an easier shot on the next one, or is this one going to be the easiest shot? I think I would probably go after it.
Playing the run or playing a double peel?
Yep. 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 Hard.
I'm not sure.
Whoa.
I didn't see the
Yep.
call either.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Playing the double peel here. Accomplished that. Pia's got to either come in there again, freeze one in there, or throw a guard and guard for their lives, basically. Guard for the game here, or you can't throw an intern freeze again. I don't think he can play a hit on the top red one because it goes on to the one in the house here, which might benefit Saskatchewan later on in this end.
That's what I mean. If I get some angle on this and I'm there, here, right? You like that? Yeah, right there. Yeah, yeah. And if we get a little angle on it, that's fine. That's what I had you, Kevin. You might have been a pinch wide there, but I think you need it, right? Yeah.
So I'm not sure what they finally settled on.
You're getting it a pinch slower here on Kevin's. Just curling so much, right? So, all right.
Got to be very careful here that he doesn't leave him a hack weight hit top 4. So he is playing the freeze on his red one, or trying to half bury this around the top 2 rocks there. Still allows Saskatchewan an out by the double angle raise.
Whoa, close. Close.
Hanging out a little bit. Can't be heavy here. You don't want to give him an easy double here.
Whoa.
Chip it behind. Well, he put them side by side. Not the greatest spot. I mean, it hits it right in the middle of the 2 rocks.
Not much heavy, though.
Should be able to get rid of both of them. No problem here. Sometimes these are a little trickier than they look to make the double when they're side by side like that, but I don't foresee that being a problem right now for Randy.
Technically, right? We got the curl.
Just right in the middle. Yours just ran straight down, Ross. So.
Wow. That did not do what yours did.
Yeah.
No.
Throwing up weight.
Nope, nope, nope.
Doesn't like it. They're not touching it. Got to get the middle one first. For sure, got to get the one that's biting the 4 foot here. That's a great shot. And he rolled behind. I don't think, I think it's basically handshake time, even with 2 rocks to come. It turned out absolutely perfect. Team Saskatchewan's having a little chuckle how it rolled up and had a nice draw here. Again, there is no shot here. There is absolutely no shot here to stop Saskatchewan from scoring multiple points. I mean, the best you can hope to do is freeze onto that and maybe make it very difficult for Saskatchewan to score more than 1 point here.
That's a pretty good spin.
Just looking at this again here. Fortunately, again, he doesn't have a shot.
Easy, Mike.
It's out there.
There goes.
He's got a curl. Looks like he's got a lot of weight on this one. It seems to be hanging out a little bit.
Yep, yep.
He's waiting. He's got a curl. Got to get behind that one, but he's got to make this curl. You know what? That ended up being a pretty good shot, even though he is second shot. Randy will just throw a peel at that for 3 to end this game. He can see the whole rock. As long as he's not tight on this, you can see the whole rock. Does not have to stick around. They'll be shaking hands after this rock if he does make it.
Neither of those did.
He just threw it in the exact same spot on his first one, so I don't foresee any issue with this shot at
I
all.
didn't think it would hurt me.
Just pick it. Right beside it, Troy.
Manitoba men's stole another one against Alberta. They now lead 7-1. 7-1, playing the 6th end. BC ladies are up 5-4 against Yukon Territories. Quebec scored a huge 3 against Territories. They go up 5-2, and Nova Scotia women are up 6-3 on Yukon Territories. Here's the final shot of the game, and he has got rid of it, and for 3, that should be handshake time unless they just want practice ice, but that should do the game here. And it's a great start for Saskatchewan as they win their first game at the Everest Canadian Senior Championships to go to 1-0, and they'll be happy with that result heading into tomorrow's game. So on that note, I think we are heading out here. We will be back to you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, where we'll have Saskatchewan, the reigning Canadian champion, Sherry Anderson, playing upstart team from Alberta, the Diane Foster team, on the ladies' second round game at 9 a.m. Eastern. I look forward to doing that game again tomorrow. I welcome you all to come back and have a hearsay, and thank you for tuning in.